All right. Hello. Welcome back to another live stream with me, Dr. JB, as we prepare for our upcoming free summit in the metaverse called Holistically Well in the Metaverse, an exploration of 9 dimensions of wellness. And so, with these live stream events, I am introducing you to some of our speakers that you guys will be engaging with over this weekend. So, yesterday was our first live stream preparing for this event, and it was a silent film. That was not intentional, but there was definitely something very peaceful about just watching two avatars engage with each other in utter silence. So, hopefully, you guys can hear me. Can I get a thumbs up or acknowledgement if you guys can actually hear me talking this time? All right. Okay, I got that thumbs up. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so let us go ahead and get started. So, those of you who will be joining us as an avatar in the metaverse, we are using Verbella. That is the metaverse platform that we are going to be hosting our summit on. And so this is kind of what you'll see when you go to log in each time on this platform. So you download it, it has to be downloaded onto your computer or your laptop. Once it is downloaded, you open it directly from your laptop. You don't have to go back to the verbella.com website to try to open it. It will be an app on your computer that you double click and open, and then it brings you to this window. And this is where you go ahead and put in your login information, which is the email that you registered under, and then your passcode, and then you click login. And then the screen goes black for a few seconds, and then you're going to find yourself here on the platform. So those of you guys who watched my silent film yesterday saw that this is the same outfit I had on yesterday. I could continue engaging in my same outfit, but you know what? I'm going to change. I am going to go ahead and freshen up. So how do I do that? Well, I click on the button next to my name. You see Dr. JB here, and then I go to change avatar, and that puts me in my dressing room, and I'm going to go ahead and change. So, one of the things I really like a lot about Verbella is, this honestly is the closest I can get my avatar to actually looking like me. And I like that because the reason I went with Verbella is I wanted people to have the option for anonymity, right? And so I don't want my face plastered on this avatar. So I could go around looking like this avatar, or I could say, you know what, I'm going to roll the die 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is how I'll look today. Or maybe I'll change my sex altogether and look like a guy, right? It's absolutely up to you, however you want to engage and present yourself in the moment. So, but for these purposes, I'm going to go ahead and um, make myself look as closely as I possibly can to myself. So I came in here looking like close to myself. I had my locks, I had glasses, I had a red shirt, and here I am. I randomized myself. So if I don't like the way that I changed myself, right, and I kind of want to revert back to the way I looked when I first got in here, all you have to do is hit this cancel and I'm back to where I was, right? So then I don't have to go and manually change all of these things. So, and I exited out. Hold on, let me go back in there. But I do want to change my shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and change my top. Yesterday I was wearing long sleeves. So today I say, let me go ahead and we'll make short sleeves. And I think I'm going to wear blue. And I think I can do without glasses today. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my glasses altogether. All right. And I think I'm going to wear heels. So let me go and hit the shoes. And today I feel like engaging in heels. So let me see some nice heels. Oh, these seem like some cute boots. I like black. All right, I'm gonna look from behind, see my whole figure. I think I like this too. So now I'm gonna hit save, exit, and I'm gonna go back to the open campus. So these are all things that you guys can do individually as an avatar. So here I am in the open campus. This is free. As soon as you guys download Verbella onto your computer, you guys will have access to this entire open campus and you can go ahead and explore. Some things I like to point out, which I'm actually really excited about, is once you guys get on here, you'll go ahead and see a familiar face because here I am on the board, right? And so you can go ahead and click here and it will send you to my newsletter. This here is advertisement for our summit on Verbella, which I'm super, super excited about. And oops, see, I still walk into things, walk into furniture, and then we have a flag. So there are lots and lots of things to explore here on the Verbella campus. And if you guys ever join me for one of our networking in the Metaverse events, we'll tour Verbella and engage and things like that. But for today's purposes, we're going to go ahead and see if we can meet up with one of our speakers. So we have a suite on Verbella. So, Open Campus is open to everyone. Anyone can engage and go into any of these rooms and locations. This is open campus. These are campus locations. There's a lot of different places to be seen here in Verbella. However, if you want something a little bit more private, then you can go ahead and pay for private areas that are password protected. And so that's where we're going to go right now. We're going to go to one of my password protected areas. And so the way you do that is you hit go to, and then all the way at the bottom, it says private space. And when you click there, that's where you're going to go ahead and enter the passcode for the private space. So all of you audience members who are going to be attending this weekend summit and are going to be an avatar, you have to get back with me and let me know that you were able to successfully download Verbella onto your computer. Right. There's actually a survey that I think I sent to a lot of you guys asking whether or not you were successful, because me and my team can help troubleshoot if you're having any challenges in terms of downloading onto your computer and you want to engage as an avatar. You do not have to be an avatar to be able to experience the unbelievable amount of education you're going to be getting about wellness, your wellness this weekend, because we have a Zoom component. So you can just log into Zoom and be able to watch it through the eyes of an avatar. So I am putting in my password. And then I'm going to hit submit. And we are going to be teleported to my private area. All right. So here we are in our private area. You see it's all decked out with Dr. JB stuff and Hope for Med stuff. And it looks like there is somebody else here with us because this is kind of how you cheat. So here's my name, all right? And here is Candace's name. And Candace is who I wanted you guys to meet. So once I get verification that you are an avatar, have access to being an avatar, I will give you the passcode for this room so that you can go ahead and come in here and check it out. Each of the speakers has their own room. You can see we have, spiritual wellness, social wellness, all of the 9 wellness dimensions that we will be exploring this weekend. They each have a room and you get to kind of be introduced to each of the speakers in addition to the introductions we're going to do right now. So right in front of me, you guys can see Candace. And so I am going to change the layout of this so that it is just, can you guys still hear me? Can I get a thumbs up? Yep. All right, excellent. All right, so let me go ahead and meet up with Candace. So the other thing is there's a mic here. I'm going to turn this on so that Candace can hear me and she can communicate. All right, let's go.
I can hear you, right?
Hi,
Can you hear
yes.
me?
Hello.
Good morning.
So I'm so excited to introduce you to our audience members. We have people tuning in live right now for this stream. And go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I am Dr. Candace Drummond. I am a clinical psychologist, mental health counselor, licensed mental health counselor, and I am a coach, of life coach, business coach for moms and mompreneurs. I really work on creating or helping moms to create a good work-life balance because there's just so many things in our lives as parents, entrepreneurs, employees, employers. Like we're just in so many different places, wearing so many different hats. I think it's important for us to learn how to take care of ourselves and the benefits of taking care of ourselves.
Mm. So, some people feel like taking care of ourselves is a selfish thing.
Well, I mean, to me, it couldn't be anything but selfish. I mean, the fact is, and I always say this, you can't pour from an empty cup. And so, if we are pouring into others and we're giving to others, it's important. It's important that we keep our own cup full, so that we have that to share.
Mm-hmm. I've heard it said, giving from the overflow. So right now we are standing in front of your room. Is that correct?
Yes.
So Dr. Drummond is going to be talking about emotional wellness during this weekend summit. And where are you located currently?
Currently, I'm in Jamaica.
So isn't this amazing that you're currently in Jamaica? I'm currently in Florida. And right now we are next to each other, avatar to avatar, staring at the same room.
Yep.
Could we go ahead and sit down on the couches?
Oh yeah, sure.
The way you sit down is you just hover over where you want to sit and click and sit. You turn your head by, 1 second. So you turn your head by clicking the space bar once, and then you move your mouse around. So I'm going to click the space bar once. I'm going to move my mouse up, all the way up. I'm looking at the ceiling, all the way down. I am looking at the floor, but I'm going to try to find Candace in my line of sight. So I'm going to turn my mouse because I know she's sitting somewhere to the right. I'm just going to keep turning my mouse over to the right, and there she is. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take myself off of mute.
Did I lose you, Dr. JB?
No, there was just an echo when I speak. And so I was just trying to talk with the audience about how to maneuver their mouses. And so I hear you. Hey, Candace, can you hear me? Go ahead and follow me out. I think our volume, there's something going on with our volume. 1 second. Hey, Candace?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, I think our volume got acted a little bit funky for a second. All right, so let's try this again. All right, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but yeah, I think my internet might be a little, maybe not strong enough for the Verbella. I told you it works a little slow on my computer, but it's working now. I disconnected everything else, so we'll see.
Are you going to be affected by the storm?
No, it already passed us over the weekend. We just had, moderate rain, no wind. It passed offshore from Jamaica, south of Jamaica.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's headed towards Florida, so
Yep,
you know, we're
and my whole family is there.
we're gathering water. So, but during our conversation today, we wanted to kind of focus on emotional wellness. So, what exactly is emotional wellness?
Emotional wellness really has to do with how you feel. I think that that's ignored again a lot of times. But we're talking about like the your subjective feeling and experience of the world. Do you feel like you belong? Do you feel like you have a purpose? Do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel uh like I say, invigorated? Like that is really what emotional wellness comes down to, at least from my perspective.
And why is emotional wellness important?
Well, I mean, the saying that, one hand can't clap, we need all of these different dimensions of wellness in order to be our best selves. I love this summit because, I actually spent this morning going through a lot of the rooms, and they're all so important. Financial wellness, cultural wellness, all of these things. But if we don't have emotional wellness, a lot of times we can't even get out of our own heads in order to participate or engage in these other forms of wellness. And so I feel like, it may not be primary, but it's definitely one of the top factors that we should keep in mind in order to have a better quality of life.
In order to be holistically well, because that is the focus of the summit, is really an introduction to holistic wellness.
Yes, exactly.
And can you tell our audience a little bit about you and your background?
Well, I grew up in Jamaica for a while till I was about 11, and then I moved to the States in Florida. I did all of my degrees and whatnot in Florida. So I went to the University of Miami for undergrad. I did a double major, psychology and biology. Then went on to Nova Southeastern University, where I completed my master's in mental health counseling. I've worked in the mental health counseling field for, I think it's,
Oops, Candace. So in addition, so right now I'm not able to hear what Candace is saying, but I'm going to step out of the room and come back in. It's probably going to work again. However, this is prime opportunity for me to let you guys know that in addition to being able to communicate via the mic, the other option for communication is with these text boxes down here. So there is a private volume text box that popped up because I don't know if you guys saw it, but there is a blue outline around these couches that kind of shows that we are I think it was for connection, so maybe she'll join us, that we are in a private volume space. So let me just show you. Sidewalk. All right. So here's Candace back. So yeah, so this blue outline here is when we're outside of it, you see this little tab disappeared. Now we're in a public space. So Candace could probably hear what I'm saying right now. But when I walk into this private volume space here, the private, you heard a little ding happen, and then the private volume tab popped up. And these are our latest podcasts, just a little advertisement. And looky who's here, but Candace, who we're talking to right now. So if you guys actually want to learn more about her and her story, her podcast was just released. It's the Hope for Med podcast, episode 82 is all about our speaker, Candace. But anyhow, this is the private volume space. And so not only can she currently not hear what I'm saying in here because I'm in a private volume space, nor can I hear what she's saying because she's outside of the space, but you can also communicate via text. Here, this private volume space would be anyone who is in this area with you would all be able to see the text messages. Public is everyone that's on this particular section with you would be able to get your text messages. You can also directly send messages to people I'm clicking on Candace's name and I'm going to send a private hi. All right. So we'll go ahead and step out of this private volume space and try to see if we can continue our conversation with Candace. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, I couldn't hear you when you're in the private space.
Exactly. I was demonstrating that to the audience, just how it works. And did you get my message? I sent you a text to your.
Said hi.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Hi. All right. So you said that you were talking about how you were born in Jamaica, you got your schooling in Florida, and then we lost communication.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, I went to school in Florida, did my undergrad at the University of Miami, my master's at Nova Southeastern University in mental health counseling. And then I went on to Albizu University down in Doral, where I completed my doctorate in clinical psychology. After that, I opened my own, I don't want to call it a practice because it wasn't really a private practice. It was more like a community agency. I got contracts with a few of the Florida departments that require psychological testing and that sort of thing. And so Avid Intellectual, my company was born out of that. And so, I work to help other. Oops, it's doing it again. My mic is disconnecting and it's going to kick me out. Can you hear me?
I hear you fine right now.
Yeah, after a little while, it keeps telling me that there's a problem with my mic.
So here, actually, let me just put a plug in. With the metaverse, it is new. The technology is constantly improving. This Verbella platform, if you run into any problems while you're using it, they have a help desk that is available 24/5. So 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. And the way that you would get to the help desk is similar to how you got here. You hit go to, and then they have a help and then tech support. And then you click there and you'll be teleported to tech support. And that might be a place where, Candace and I go after this is done, just to make sure we got everything working smoothly and we can troubleshoot anything that pops up this weekend.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I mean, I work with my internet and my computer from home all the time, and I haven't had any issue like this before. So maybe it's just the Verbella platform requires maybe a stronger or larger bandwidth.
Yeah, I think there's some ways that they can make some adjustments. So we'll check it out after our live stream is done, or we can end our live stream going to tech support. But but where were we? So you were saying that you don't like calling it counseling?
Yeah, I don't like calling it a private practice because, like I said, it was more of a community agency where we work with these various departments of the state of Florida, Division of Vocational Rehab, Department of Social Security. And so, like I said, I started helping other doctors, physicians, therapists, and whatnot incorporate psychological testing into their existing practice. And so that was, something that I worked on all the way up until COVID. And then we had to pivot, of course, as everybody, that's like the word of COVID. And so during COVID, we did a lot of changes to work a lot more with moms, especially like, again, to learn to balance time, because you got the kids, you got the work, you got the hubby, you got, all of these requirements. And so during that time was where Momscapades brand was born. And the Momscapades brand has courses and ebooks and all of those things. As a matter of fact, in my room, my link takes you to one of my signature bundles, which is actually the daily affirmation bundle. Because when we find and create time for ourselves, we've got to put something meaningful in there to lift our spirits, keep us moving forward. And then there are other, like I said, other ebooks and courses that are available, on time management, on insomnia, on how to build a happiness and fulfillment in your life. There's more being added every single week. So that's where you want to be. Now that's really what I focus a lot of my energy on, is really helping people to design life and lifestyle of their dreams.
I love it. And I'm so excited to hear you speak this upcoming weekend. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
I'm excited to be there. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Well, I think that kind of wraps things up. All you avatars and soon to be avatars that are going to be engaged in the Verbella campus, again, let me know so you can go ahead and get your passcode and you can go ahead and check out these rooms. Like Dr. Drummond said, all of the speakers are all featured. They each have a room, and you kind of just get a taste of what you're going to be experiencing this weekend. And you might run into another audience member or speaker when you're perusing through this platform. It is live and available for you guys to start engaging with starting today. So just send me a message so you can get your passcode. All right. So Candace and I, let's go ahead and go to the tech area and we will end our um, live stream there. All right. So again, guys, you hit go to, you go to help, you go to tech support, and we're going to be teleported. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.